Alright. Hey everybody, it's me, John Caspian, and we are today going to be talking about Warmachine Hordes Battlegroup boxes. It's a very dramatic voice, but it's very fun. It is a very nice game by Privateer Press, and we start off with the box. And so, with the box, we come with miniatures. You can start off with a Warcaster or a Warlock. In this case, it's Warmachine, so it's a Warcaster. And then it comes with Warjacks, which are giant machines. Typically one or two. I think two of them. And then a lighter one. And in this case, it's a Chain Ripper? Death Ripper. And so that one comes with that. I already painted that one last night because I was so excited to get these models. So what comes inside a box is the introductory guide, which is right there. Make sure that's all good. Yep. And then with the introductory guide, you actually have Battlegroup Tactics, which describes the 4 or 5 things you have in your box, how you use them in coordination with each other. It comes with a guide to grow your force and a couple of example ways that you can develop your forces as you build more units, or as you create more units. It has a hobby and painting guide, right there. Bam. And so you can look up the different paint and brushes, and it also has a hobby DVD, Modeling and Painting Volume 1 Core Techniques. Which is pretty cool. It has a prepping your model, so there's some that are metal, most of them are plastic. Most of the plastic is requires the super glue. It's not the kind that you meld with the plastic glue, so you want to use super glue for that. It tells you how to prep it, so you can spray it and get that all ready. Tools for painting, basic painting order and tricks, and then it gives you a basic example. And so for this case, look down here on the bottom right, you can see it shows how to paint cricks. And with painting cricks, it has a green glow, which is meant to be the kind of, I guess, engine. It tells you why it is, and sort of the idea of how it's supposed to draw your eye. So in this case of mine, I have a purple-violet color scheme with a yellow engine on the inside, since yellow is a good complementary color for that purple. It's that golden-ish kind of color, bright golden. And so later today at 4 p.m., John and Sean are going to tell us how to get a glowing effect. If you can see down here, going to get the glowing effect, because I don't know really how to do glowing very well. I can do a little bit of a glow, so it doesn't glow very well right now, because I put a wash on there that I thought was going to make it more intense, but it ended up just trying to make it turn kind of green. Didn't quite work out. So if you can see there, the yellow is going to be more intense, going over the metal and all that, so I had to paint that before 4 p.m. Oh boy. We also have my Warcaster. Her name is Agathia? Banewitch Agathia. Probably completely messing that up. I literally just learned about the game. Not learned about the game, but I learned the game yesterday. So if you watched the stream with me and Tommy, I actually beat him. What? But I wasn't playing cricks, so that comes. So she has that right there. And then there's this guy. And then there's the other guy. And these are big old models. It's quite good. So, got that painting guide. And toward the back, you also have a step-by-step guide. So for any of you who are like, oh my goodness, I don't know what to do with my skull, for instance. Because bones are not just bones. You don't just paint and then throw a wash on it. You could, but there's a lot of detail that you can add to it that's really quite nice. And it gives you the different colors that you can use. It tells you how to build your paints up and build the layers up to make it look super good. And then, yeah, so that's the introductory guide, and also tells you a little about the faction, which is great. Other than that comes in the box, you have the Prime Rules Digest. So all you need to know to play the game tournament ready. All the rules. It's not necessarily the most up-to-date in terms of the online stuff, which we'll talk about in a second, but very cool. And then you also have a basic training that comes with this map here. And so with this map, you get your basic training. You can actually go through the different principles of combat in there. And so it has 11 different missions. Mission 1 is just, I believe, movement, and it goes from there. And on the front side, you actually see templates, and you can photocopy that and then cut them out if you want. you don't want to buy those. If you want to buy them, you can always do that. And then you got your stat cards for your Warcaster and Warjack. And it shows you the different things, so I'll put that here. Then it shows you what the different stats are. And it also shows you the barrier that you can create with some of your units, which is a cool little foldy thing right there. And then other than that, it kind of walks you through what you need. So we also come with a tape measure, if you don't have one. If you do have one, you don't need this, so give it to a friend, because it has the Warmachine word on it. It also comes with your focus tokens. In this case, they're black since I'm Crix. And it also comes with a couple of spell tokens. So you write with a bright dry erase marker. Write with the bright one what the spell is, the initial for the spell. Because she comes with 5 spells? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different spells. So you might need to put that on somebody and make sure you know. Because you will forget there's a lot going on, a lot of moving parts, so to speak, in this. Let's see, what else is there that comes with this? I think that's most everything that comes in the box. And so what you'll do is you'll get the figures. They come not in a sprue, or they might come in a sprue, but mine didn't come in a sprue. They came in a small bag, and so I have the base, and then I put the base aside, assemble all the parts together, throw a bit, you know, I don't like to spray prime too much, so I basically did a quick brush prime white, which you can see from the figures that are there in the bottom right corner. And so with this guy, you can't really tell that it was brush primed. I mean, it's not a really big difference. It's kind of thick, my primer. I use the MSP primer. Yeah, so it comes with everything you need to know, or you need to use to play. And so from here, all you have to do is get more figures and get your paints. And I'm sure you already have paint if you hobby. If you don't hobby, then it's a good opportunity to get in, because this is literally enough to play the start of our Journeyman League, which is on Saturday. So you want to make sure you come on Saturday to play, and especially if you don't know. If you don't know the rules, you're like me, I'm going to be there on Saturday. I'm going to give it my best shot. We'll see what happens. I might win. I may not. Probably won't if I'm playing against some of the veteran players, but I've got to learn the rules. I'm going to be going through the basic training. Maybe not right now, but if we want to, I could totally do that. And basically all you do is you assign, if you're looking here, this real quick, like this, onto our second camera, which is the one on the top right, then you can see that it has number 1, A, B, C, D, and 2, and then the different missions have the different things you have to do. So it says movement, and it sets it up, and then it gives you an example of movement that is very precise. So you're simply going from here into another spot over there. And that way for new players, it's a very simple way of doing it without, it's a very organized way of learning it basically, which I like. It's nice. So the Journeyman League starts on Saturday, drop the dice there, and it's going to be fun. I can't wait to do it. I should have all my people painted by then, since it's a couple of days away, and the paint is painting it's fairly easy. I did this guy in about an hour and a half. So this one, he's not fully painted, the inside of his legs aren't done, and then I haven't done the highlights. There's a couple other things I have to do to make him pop, but overall he's table ready almost. I'd say if I do his base, he's table ready, and he's good to go. And then all I have to do from there is paint the other ones. The Warcaster might be a little more complicated. She has a lot of skulls and stuff, but I think it should be okay. I'll throw a base coat on there, then I will wash maybe with a purple wash to get that kind of deathly pallor look, and then go from there. The hardest thing for me is going to be the yellow glow on these guys, because like I said, I tried last night to do a kind of a glaze on top of the yellow, and it basically just kind of killed the color. So I'm going to go back over it with Averland Sunset, which is the Citadel yellow, and then I'm going to highlight that up a little bit with probably Flash Gits, or I also have the Pathfinder, not Pathfinder, what am I saying? Army Painter yellow. That can brighten that up a little bit, and then I'll go over that and we'll work on some glowing effects at the 4 p.m. stream, so make sure you catch that one. If you like hobbying at all, which a lot of this hobby is, hobbying, painting, etc., then you'll like it. I recommend it. So that's what's inside a battle box. Fairly simple. There's all you need. You also have the cards. Now, you have to check the app and make sure that they haven't done any like FAQs or quick changes since then. But I believe these are the 3.0 Mark III. Is that right? Do we know these cards are the Mark III cards? Yeah, Mark III cards. And so they're pretty much up to date. But just in case they aren't, you can go online to the app, which is, I believe it's called, find it here. I had just downloaded it yesterday. It's very exciting. War Room 2, that's it. Go to War Room 2 and it'll have all the things. It actually allows you to put damage onto your war jacks or war beasts through the app, so you can track it. And you can actually play, I believe, one-on-one, so that you are, you can see what the damage on there is from your app, which is pretty cool. I like it. And it also has the most up-to-date stuff. And the cool thing about Warmachines is the tight game, tight rule set. It's very precise. And it also has current community feedback all the time. So they're always taught, they're taking feedback from the community on, well, okay, this guy is maybe a little overpowered for the cost, or this ability is very easily abused, or it's just not fun to play this one, or not fun to play against that one. And so there's a lot of debate on how you can change it, etc. in the community, which is awesome. Which I like. I like that. It's a direction I think that Warhammer's going. And speaking of Warhammer, White Dwarf. New copy's out today. We just got it in. It's brand new, so you can pick that up. Index Astartes. Haven't peeked inside yet, but I will today for sure. Let you guys know what's inside. I'm not going to show you everything that's inside here, but it's basically pretty cool. We have the new Age of Sigmar General Handbook 2017 coming out soon-ish. Do we know exactly when, Mark? No, not exactly when yet, but Chaos Space Marines and Grey Knights are coming out on August 12th. You can pre-order it August 5th, which is exciting. It's nice. I just can't wait for Dark Eldar. That'll be nice. It'll be my favorite. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. So get your battle group. It is most all of them except for the Convergence are $39.99 here at Giga-Bites Café. So you pick it up and you are ready to go. You don't have to buy the box, get another box, get a third box. Just get the one and you're set. Come to the Journeyman League on Saturday here at Giga-Bites Café, and we'll see you there. So until next time, y'all, I'm John Caspian. We'll see you guys a little bit later here. Definitely 4, and I think another one at 6. Which will be the board game talk. So we got a whole lot of streams going on today. This is a little shorter one, just showing off what these beautiful, beautiful models are like. And so, yeah, look up Warmachine and Hordes and look at the different models, see which one you like. You can also look up, is it Battle College? Is that right, Mark? Battle College? Battle College? Yeah. Battle College will give you overviews of the faction, what the different units are like, and so you say, in my case, I know that I like the look of Cricks, so I'll enjoy painting them, even though it'll only take me about a day to paint all 4 of these things. There are other models that I can get, but for those, about a day will be fine. This took 2 hours, so if this is 2 hours, and now I know the paint pattern I'm doing, the other ones will be probably 3-piece, and then the lady should be probably a little more complicated. She'll probably take 4 hours, but I'll get it all at one time. Look up Battle College and then look up the different units, etc., and then you'll be set. So I appreciate y'all watching today. Make sure you share this stream. Yeah, it's on YouTube, it's on Twitch, it's on Facebook. If you like Warmachine, if you play it, you like Hordes, share it with someone who has never opened a box before, and then they can see what's inside. So they don't have to go, oh, well, this looks nice, but I'm just getting four models. No, you're getting 4 models, and the basic training, and the mat, and the cards, and the rules, and your introductory guide, and a barrier. I don't know if all the boxes have a barrier, but this one does. And a ruler. So literally, you don't have to have anything except for, of course, your super glue. You gotta have the super glue. Hey, Mark.
Right now, it's the only access to the new casters as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, come around this side. Mark's gonna tell us a little special something. So you said the battle groups are the only way to...
Yeah, so far they do not sell the casters and blisters yet, I don't believe.
Oh, really? So for her, that's the only way to get it?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So you probably need to get it. Thanks, Mark. So, yeah, at the moment, you got to get the caster on there. So they don't sell them in blisters yet. Maybe not ever. Who knows? But in the meantime, it's a really good deal. The fact that you can get started and get playing with all of the supplemental materials for the one price is great. So highly recommended. It's what convinced me to get one, because I know for other games you have to get this and then you have to go buy a template, for instance, and this one, the only thing I'd need to go do is photocopy the template, or else I could also just buy a template. I believe we have template copies here. So there's a flamethrower spray template, it's 10 inches, and then that one. Love it. It's good. So, thanks for watching, y'all. I'll see y'all next time. John Caspin for Giga-Bites Café. And, oh yeah, we're in Marietta, Georgia. So if you're watching this from not Marietta, Georgia, that's where we are. You can look us up, Giga-Bites with an I, Cafe, and look us up. Come visit. If you're from out of town, you could always come to town and visit while you're here. We'd love to have you. Just make sure you post in our group. We have a main group on Facebook. If you post in, then you can say, hey, I'm coming into town. I want to play XYZ, and we'll probably be able to arrange to play somebody. Awesome, Gall. See y'all next time. And by next time, I mean 4 p.m. for Painting with John and Sean. They're both here today. So, goodbye.